We watched the sun dip into the horizon and eventually the rising moon as night came to visit. Aww. You two cuties! Look how happy she is! You could just pinch her cheeks. Adorable. As the moon ascended into the gray clouds above, Heisuke stared into the light and chuckled.
Boy, nighttime sure feels good.
I like the night as well.
I mean, I've always been a little night owl anyway. All-nighters used to be my thing when I'd hang out with Shin and Sano.
Keep that at a minimum, alright?
Let me just say that when that stuff happened, it was those two. They're the ones who insisted I go. They made me do it.
I have a feeling that if I asked them, they'd tell me you were the one that invited them. The three of you are such good friends. No, it wasn't just the three of them. All of the Shinsengumi captains seemed to share a bond that connected them like they were all family. There are trios within this group, though. I wish I could stay with the Shinsengumi for a little longer.
Same. But I don't know what'll happen to the Shinsengumi after this.
True. There's really no telling how the war will turn out. Also, we have no way of knowing what Cosmo will do after everything's said and done.
Yeah, but more than anything, I wish I could say that no matter what happens, I could protect you. But the demons are stronger than I am, and who knows what'll become of me.
He squeezed my hand tighter as he lamented the possibilities. No. With a quiet gaze, he stared into my eyes. Just kiss, you fools, you're too cute!
Kinda like this darkness here. It's hard to see the path we're heading down. So if you're going to go down this path together, it means you'll have to walk in the darkness. We'll have to work our way through what we can't see.
Heisuke.
I can't ask you to come with me, but...
His hand was trembling in mine. Heisuke wasn't afraid of fighting, but rather he was afraid he couldn't protect those whom he'd held dear. And it filled me with happiness to know that the person he'd held close to his heart was me. So I grabbed his hand with both of mine. I want to follow wherever you go. I decided this a long time ago. I believe in you. Come on, the whole time you guys have just been saying, I want to be with you no matter what. So just continue the thing. I want to be by your side. He knows you believe in him. Whatever. It's not about belief. Just be with each other. Gosh darn, you two cute, adorable people. But let me say this.
Huh?
I'm not going with you because I want your protection. Good girl. That's my girl. I'm going with you because I want to be by your side. To walk in the same world as you. That's why I want us to be together.
Chizuru.
Heisuke blushed bright red, perhaps caught off guard. I love how forward Chizuru is in this, and just says it. And doesn't get all blushy and nervous or anything. It's great. Yeah, that's right. Give me that butterfly moon.
Oh. I see. Yep, I guess you're right. Besides, you're not really the type who needs protection from a guy like me anyway, huh?
Well, on the battlefield it seems like I don't need much, no.
That's not what I meant.
Heisuke laughed.
Thanks, Chizuru. Man, just having you next to me makes me feel like I can do anything.
Yeah? That's so? Good. I'm happy to hear it.
You know it. I know he kinda gave me a hard time, but next time I see Kazuma, he's got another thing coming to him. You don't belong to him. I'm going to show him that you're mine.
Ah, you guys! That is so cute! The passion in Heisuke's declaration made me blush. But it was fine. When Heisuke's happy, I'm happy. This is fine. Alright, Heisuke. Wanna head back soon?
Sure, why not? It's getting pretty chilly.
We were soon engulfed in darkness around us, and it was a little tough to find our way back. We should be careful. I muttered softly, and when I looked up at Heisuke, he was looking back at me. Huh? What's the matter, Heisuke?
Nothing. Just got a strange feeling. I can't really see what's in front of me, but I just realized how bright your face looks to me.
Huh? Crazy kids.
Anyways, let's hurry and eat. There ain't much to snack on out in the forest.
Okay. I think everyone's waiting for us to come back. We gripped each other's hands even tighter as we walked back towards Osaka Castle. I just love that they've been holding hands for hours. You guys. Okay. It's a serious now. Serious business. Get into serious mode. This war later became known as the Battle of Toba Fushimi. Throughout the war, the shogunate troops had the advantage in numbers, but they were no match against the Satsuma Choshu, who successfully employed advanced weapons and Western tactics to gain the upper hand. Allegedly, the deciding moment was in the arrival of the gold brocade flag, which represented their allegiance and backing of the imperial palace. When Lord Yoshinobu had discovered this had happened, he decided to retreat to Edo. At this point, the war became pointless to those serving the shogunate once their leader had left. The prospect of defeat is what moved the last remnants of the shogunate and the Shinsengumi to leave Osaka Castle for Edo. Are we going to the last? Yes, final chapter. My boy. Oh, so cute. On January 10th, our ship was set to sail from the dock. The past wars, our future. These thoughts made me unable to sleep, and I constantly sifted through them alone in bed. So, to calm my restlessness, I went to the dock.
Oh, hey, Chizuru. What you doing up so late?
Good evening, Heisuke. I couldn't shut my eyes for more than a second.
I don't blame ya. A lot of stuff happened.
Indeed. Our conversation took a pause, and the sound of crashing waves filled the space in our silence. Man, 2 CGs back to back so quickly. Heisuke watched the water move below him, and he spoke gently.
It's been 5 years already.
Huh?
Since we came from Edo to Kyoto. Back when we were at Chie Hall, we were so broke that we could barely find enough to eat. So we just get a couple of bottles of cheap sake and we'd drink till we couldn't see, talking about how messed up politics were back then. And that's when we heard that the Roshigumi were looking for members, so we pounced on opportunity. All that mattered to us was that we didn't have to worry about food anymore, and that now we could always all be together.
I could picture the image vividly as he described the bunch of them together. If it was anything like I'd seen of them in Kyoto, they'd be trading banter back and forth, having the time of their lives every day.
Back in Edo, all anyone talked about was the Imperial Nationalist Party. Then when we made it to Kyoto, we were the ones arresting all those guys. It seems like Kondo and Hijikata were too focused on becoming samurai. Shin and Sano. Looking back at it, I guess as long as we were together, they thought everything'd be fine. Then everything changed when the shogunate gave us the order to research the serum. I was always the one who thought it wasn't the best idea. I just couldn't get myself to look the other way like the others. I remember joining the Guardians of the Imperial Tomb, and Ito told me, "Do you actually believe your hard work would come to fruition while the shogunate forces you to work for them in their research? back then, I kinda agreed with him, but that didn't mean everything Ito had said was right either.
The sense of anguish and conflict inside of Heisuke must have been bubbling for quite some time. Not only to decide what was right for him, but how he could go about making it so. There aren't many people in the world who are able to navigate this issue sensibly.
There's only so much that a guy can do. Before I knew it, I was doing things that didn't fit with who I was.
Heisuke.
And I almost lost my life at Alberono Koji. And because I selfishly didn't want to die, now I'm a fury. Now I can only really move around at night, and my body can't be hurt, even if I'm stabbed or shot a bunch of times. I killed people, bathed in their blood even. My body shook for want of their blood. I thought I'd finally become a full-blown monster, but there you were, next to me the whole time.
Under the starry night, Heisuke smiled shyly. It was a fleeting smile, one so delicate it felt at any moment like it could float into the night.
Thanks, Chizuru. I'm so glad you're here with me.
No need to thank me. It was quite the contrary. I think I have Heisuke to thank for his boundless energy and kindness. When I was first brought to the compounds, I remember him timidly telling me that he'd hoped the Shinsengumi would let me go. I remember it fondly.
So, now I finally feel like I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not gonna concern myself with the state of the world, or Japan's future, or big stuff like that. I just want to use my powers for things that matter to me, for the people I want to protect.
Heisuke looked at me peacefully.
I promise you, Chizuru. I'm no longer the Shinsengumi's captain of the 8th Division, nor a member of the Guard. Technically, to the public, I'm a dead man. For as long as I'm a Fury, I can't really stop being one of the Shinsengumi, but my wish to keep you safe has never dwindled. And if I can help it, it never will.
His voice shook so faintly that it was nearly overpowered as the waves crashed behind us. But Heisuke's eyes told me everything that I'd needed to hear. Thank you, Heisuke. My hair was blowing beside the endless sea. I smiled kindly, our eyes twinkling in moonlight. Is that how it ends? I wasn't ready for it to end, you guys. That's how it ended. Okay. I don't know if you guys would agree with me. But Heisuke's route, out of nowhere, became my favorite in the game so far. I had no inkling of any of this even happening. But it was the most pure, just, it was so good. I actually thought, maybe we'll get a kiss in the first game. It might happen with these two. They were the most romantic out of everything we've got so far, and it was just wonderful to see Chizuru openly talk about how she felt about this guy, and their adorable interactions together, and just being cute, and it was so pure! Too pure for this world! I loved it! I think his CGs are my least favorite. I do like the one where they're holding hands and smiling at the moon. That's cute. And there's maybe one or two other ones I like, but for the most part, I don't think his CGs were as good as some of the other guys. But his route was just excellent. This one's my favorite. Her face is just so happy. Oh. She looks so at peace with everything. It's great. Oh, man. That was wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. That was just great. I can't wait to see what these guys are going to get up to in the next game. Never did find out if Yamazaki died. Did we just kind of forget about him? Poor Yamazaki. All the F's for respect for Yamazaki. Alright, we gotta read this. January 1868. The Battle of Toba Fushimi ended with the Satsuma and Choshu victorious. As the shogunate troops retreated, the Shinsengumi headed towards Edo. 4 years ago, I came to Kyoto all by myself in search for my father and met the Shinsengumi. I'm going to leave the city of Kyoto, where I made fond memories with the Shinsengumi. Despite the defeat, his resolve didn't waver, and I have chosen to walk alongside him. We are going to head to Edo, without knowing what fate awaits us. Could be the darkest darkness, but you two will hold hands and make your way through it somehow. Fiend! Ah, that's great. Which makes me sad because now we have these other endings we have to do, and I don't want to do them. I don't. I want to end it there. Toto, I don't think we're in Kyoto. Alright. That's an achievement. They saw the opportunity and they took it. Right, well, next up is Unrequited Love ending. Which wasn't so bad in Sayato's route, actually. But I feel like this one's gonna hurt. Alright, well, hopefully I'll see you there for those, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for this. I had a great time. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you for the next video. Until then, I will see you later.